Well, g'day folks, how you going? This is Sean from the Downunder Cruises, and today, unfortunately, Mama Ilana is having a snoozy. She's had a fairly hectic weekend and week, so I'm giving her the rest that she deserves. First of all, into the discussion, we've got Hildy. G'day, Hildy. Nice to have you on board. And also we've got Philip here, only me here. G'day, only me. How are you? Okay, so there should be a lot more coming in as the time goes by, but as the day goes by, we'll have a good old chat and bring everybody into the discussion as we go through. Well, the question is, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Well, we've had our first weekend of freedom, so to speak, and apparently we should be having more freedom on this week Friday, which means that a whole lot of rules and regulations will be set aside, and so now we can act as normal. Well, let's hope that's the case. Otherwise, question is, how's your week been? How are you panning out? How's everything happening your way? In terms of us, we've had a bucket load of things to prepare for the group cruise coming up. Hopefully you will all be in that group cruise. If not, well, let's hope you can be there fairly shortly. But more importantly, folks, what else can we bring to the table that will give us the opportunity to have the awesome cruise wish that we would like? So in other words, when's your next cruise? Now I see Hilda is agreeing with us that she's saying good that we're getting out into the free, that the bars are leaving us, and yes they are, thank goodness. I was about to come up tonight with a face mask, but that's going to be our only limitation apparently as of Friday. We will not be allowed to bring anybody into our training center who has not been double vaxxed. That's the rules from the Department of Education, so we have to do as they say. So whilst the bars are gone, we are not allowed to bring in anybody who is not double vaxxed. So that's going to be exciting times, because now we've got a whole lot of other elements that are going on. I'm really pleased about that. That way I don't have to make the decision. I don't have to put my foot down. Somebody else is doing it for me. So that's good news in that respect. There's a couple of people I know out there who have gone and got their booster shots already. So wait and see who else is, what other booster shots are going to be out there, who else is going to get one. So let's see how things go. At the end of the day, our group cruise is happening on the 15th of October 2022. So that gives us, I think we've got 300, whoops, let me just move that glass out the way. We've got, I'll tell you exactly, because I'm not 100% sure myself. I had a look at the figure earlier on, but it didn't pan out the way I thought it would. Hang on a second. We've got 353 days, 6 hours and 53 minutes, 42 nanoseconds. Yeah, okay. I think I'll stop there. I can't. I think I won't go on for any further, because I'll get all caught up in a knot there. Hilda is saying that she can't get vaccinated, so she won't be able to come and see us all. Well, sorry to hear that. Philip is saying that he just found a P&O cruise which he thinks is really cheap. Goes from Cairns to Norfolk Island, then stops in Auckland 7 nights for $2,600 for the mini suite. Whoa, mini suite. Now that's awesome. That's really awesome. G'day, Mom. How are you? Nice to have you here. Mum saying g'day to everybody. Hopes we are all well. Philip goes on to say that figure was for 2 adults. Now that's really cheap, and it's July. And you know what? I kind of figure that that's when we're going to be cruising. I think I don't think that the Australian government can stop cruising for that long. I mean, if we're flying in December, then cruising has to start fairly quickly. So P&O, do you know which ship it is that's going to be doing it? P&O, which P&O? Cairns to Norfolk Island and then into Auckland. That's awesome. Does it stop in Auckland, or does it come back into? Does it come back to, say, Cairns or Sydney or Melbourne or Brisbane? That's awesome. I know that Princess have been looking at doing some cruises out of Melbourne and Sydney, also going to the South Pacific, bringing in New Caledonia, Fiji, and Vanuatu. There are some cruises that are going straight out to New Zealand and doing the circuit. So it's just a matter of waiting and seeing. I think if I have a look at, just try and bring up on my other machine here, some of the other adverts that are going on. Let me just have a look. Cruise passenger. What are they saying? Oh, they're talking about going up to the Arctic. So that's not gonna. That's not gonna do anything for that one. Just have a look. See. Let's see. I'm just having a look to see. I know that I saw something today earlier on about some cruise things that are going out, but I'm not exactly sure. It's all right. It doesn't matter. We'll look at it another time. Philip is saying not sure what it does after Auckland, but flights to Cairns is about 350 per person, and the same to come back from Auckland. Pacific Explorer. Oh, that's awesome. I think Pacific Explorer is the old ship. It's one of the other two, the two old Princess ships. I think they're still taking their time before they actually come on into Australia. So we have to wait and see what happens with those ones. At any rate, we've got some good cruising things happening. Oh, there we go. Bidet Nick, how you going, buddy? Start your epic train trip tonight. Awesome, buddy. So we're not going to hear from you for a couple of days, but let's hope we do, because you know you've got some you'll have some epic stories to tell us, and you're going to be doing an amazing journey. So we're so looking forward to you having a safe time there. G'day, Dave. How you going, buddy? You've just had 4 beers and a pork loin for dinner, and I feel like Kermit out on a Saturday night with Miss Piggy. Does she say, hello, my little Kermit? How are you, my little darling? Dave, mate, what's it feel like to be free? Is it as good for you as it is for us? And when are you going to be able to cross the border, do you know? Has that been finalised as yet? Nick? Yep, sorry, Nick. I just saw the bidet bit, and I forgot that I'd actually brought you up. But you are saying, there we go, I saw your second message. I knew you had a second one. You'll be gone for 33 days. It's going to be nuts. 33 days. 33 days in how many cities? Or better still, how many states in those 33 days? That's going to be awesome. So, Dave, have you planned your first cruise? Because Philip was saying that the P&O is doing they're talking about P&O having a cruise going out on the 29th of June 2022, going from Cairns to Norfolk Island, then off to off to Auckland. Dave, awesome, mate, and we are visiting you as planned, mate. Apologies in advance. We cannot go anywhere. Ankle bracelets beep. Mate, I know the feeling. For us, apparently, I believe, as of Friday, we will be able to go out into the outback. So throughout the state of Victoria, and we'll be able to do some country trips up there. Nick is saying that he's got 34 states that he'll be crossing. Mate, that's an awesome trip, buddy. Awesome trip. 34 states. That's huge. Okay, so Dave, quick question. Do your ankle bracelets beep in unison, or do they have a different kind of heartbeat that goes to them? Because I know that the ankle bracelets here sing "Hail Chairman Dan." No, they don't. He wishes they did, but no, they don't. Okay, so yes, the group cruise is coming down very close to actually being a big thing. I don't know, those of you that are joining us, I wonder if you've actually put your plans in place and what sort of excursions are you looking to do when you actually come on board. Now, I know that a lot of you will actually be listening to this in the replay, and so what I'm going to ask you guys to do is in the comments, let us know what sort of excursions you're planning for that group cruise. Dave is saying they play Saturday Night Fever with theirs. Oh, really? They've got it that well defined. You know, I wish we had your premiere, because at least Saturday Night Fever is a lot better than Hail to Chairman Dan. Yeah. Okay, I'll move on. So, if those of you that are not going on the group cruise with us, what cruises are you going to be going on anyway? Okay, Kalakoin Bagoy, g'day, buddy. Welcome aboard. Let us know from where you are and how where you're situated, and we will be happy to chat to you even further. Dave is saying that their premiere is awesome. Well, let's see. Let's hope he is, man. Well, he actually is. He's doing some good things for you guys. So that's exactly that's exactly great to see. Kolokoy says he's from PH, the Philippines. I hope. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Follow in with the chat. Dave is saying that Oz is looking awesome now. International flights and cruising not that far away. Dave, first flights out of Sydney. Do you have any ideas when they're going? Our problem is that we'd have to be able to get to Sydney to fly out. Looks like we will be getting some flights going out of Melbourne as well. So that's all on the cards. And I believe that we've just hit we've hit 76% today fully vaxxed. So that's going to be awesome. And also we're from a national point of view, we're up at just over the 80%. So I believe. I've yet to check those figures out. Philip, his Australia Day 2022 cruise has been transferred to Australia Day 2023, still on the $1 deposit. And I'm assuming that's with P&O, right? Because if that's the case, that's absolutely fantastic. Kolokoy, for your info, what's up in the chat? What's up is that we're talking about cruising around the world and being able to get in and out of Australia. So that's what we're on about in the chat. So Dave is saying that November 1 and then November 8 for Singapore. Awesome. That makes it even better. Koloko, thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate the fact that you've shared it out. Philip is fully vaxxed now, means 3 doses. Yeah, well, fully vaxxed, yes, plus the booster. That's double vax plus the booster. Yep, so that's good. Where are we? Koloko is saying, okay, bro, I'm listening. Thank you very much, buddy. We appreciate that you're listening. Philip's, oh, wow. Philip's Australia Day 2023 cruise is with Princess on the $1 deal. Mate, how did you do that? That's awesome. Hilda, well, I'll catch you all later because it's 3:20 a.m. in the morning and I'm going back to sleep. Hilda, thank you for popping in. Greatly appreciated. It is 8:18 here, so you have a great sleep and we really appreciate you popping in. Thank you very much. Dave is saying about time we're moving on and upwards. Already have some USA friends traveling on down. That's awesome. When are they coming? And if I know those friends, maybe we can all pop in together and catch up and have some coffees and teas and all that sort of stuff. You know the coffees and teas I'm talking about. Ron says, America, how are you, buddy? Nice to have you on board. Mate, I don't know if you know, but but we're actually looking at totally unlocking the gates within a week or so, which will be awesome. So when are you coming down? We've got Hilda here saying, you have a good one and stay safe. Thank you, Hilda. We will. Okay, Dave to Philip. Watch out, Philip. They will hit you with GST. You will be paying 110 cents. Yes, you are right. $1.10. But wait a minute. Dave, Philip works for the tax department, so they won't tax him anything. I was booked so long ago, I cannot remember when we did the original book. You see, he did the booking before GST. Ron is saying that when will you be tall enough to see over the banner? If I eat my Wheaties, maybe I might just make it at some point. Dave is saying Philip works for the tax department. I've been hacked. Yep. But you know what? At least Philip can manage. G'day, Ian. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Did you have a great day? I hope you did. For us, the news is even better. We'll be free very shortly. Free. Madam Angie, good morning to you, Madame. How are you? Dave saying good day to Ian, so that's awesome. All right, so the big cruise is happening fairly shortly, so we will be traveling all over the place. The funny thing is we'll be able to get out of Australia and travel in the US before we'll even be able to get to Perth. I reckon that's really humorous. These Australian politicians, I think they're not politicians. I think they're comedians because of the way they play the game called politics. It's really funny. Dave, Sean, when's the next video re your trip? Good question. We're just doing some final bits and pieces, and that video should be out by Friday. That's the goal. I just got to tidy up a little bit more editing on it. And it's going to be a good one, Dave. I think you're going to like it. Kolokoi, okay. YouTube. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard. Okay, Ron. I figured you'd give me a better response than that. Try harder. Okay. I'm trying. Well, Ilana would say, I'm very trying. Dave is saying must-see viewing. Yes, you will get it. Trust me, you'll enjoy. It will be fun. Okay, now let me just clarify. Yep, told you I'm going to eat my Wheaties. Ian, yes, our son is counting down the days to our next granddaughter. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Ian. Congratulations, buddy. But I will give you a suggestion. Please get the lovely missus to not continue, you know, to take the pill. You've got to be careful how many grandchildren you have. Sorry, that was not funny. All right, I'll try and work on it next time. Now, hang on. This chat jumps like you wouldn't believe. Ron is saying, I'd like to come on down ASAP, but not sure. Well, opportunities there, buddy. Philip is saying, not free for people that do not want to show their private medical information. It would be easier if we put all the unvaxxed into camps in the middle of Australia. That will keep them safe. No, wait a minute. You can't do that, Philip. Because when you do things like that, then basically what you've got is you've got a certain sect of the community that would be upstanding and saying, hey, we're discriminating. So no, you can't do that. You've got to figure out other ways to handle that. Ian is saying they also booked a 10-day cruise in the Caribbean for February 23. Using your future cruise credits. Mate, that is exciting. That is really exciting. Okay, let me go back. Ron, I'll see you up here on the top of the world before I get down there. Hang on a minute. Top of the world? Well, hang on. I'm confused. Top of the world. Top of the world is actually Mount Kosciuszko. Dave, you're saying to Ian, I'm counting the next days to our next child, Sue, has gone into witness protection. Oh, yeah? So now, Ian, okay, now I understand. Hang on, let me just get there. Ian is just as confused as me. So I kind of get where he's coming from. Dave is saying to Ian, mate, at 62, wishful thinking. Oh, I see. I see. And Ian's having just as much of a giggle as I am. Okay. Miami? Wait a minute. Miami in Queensland? What do you mean Miami? No. Sorry. The top of the world is not the US. I'm sorry to say, Ron, but the top of the world is not the US, right? Us in the Downunders, this is where anybody from Down Under, we're the top of the world. I mean, we're ahead of you guys. Couldn't you tell? Can't you tell? We're miles ahead of you. Literally. Ian is saying USA is up and Australia is down. Hang on, whose side are you on, buddy? Dave is saying he loves Miami, great port, and that's exact. Hang on, port that you drink or port where the ship goes? Dave, you're confusing me. Ron, it is if you go all the way to the Canadian border. We're not going all the way up there. That's miles too far. The Cruns, welcome aboard, guys. Haven't seen you here for ages. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Okay, let's get back to where they were. Okay, there. Ian is saying geographically. Geographically, Australia is the centre of the world. Come on, Ian. You know that. You know that. I mean, what else can I say to these Americans? Ron is saying, where am I at? Both up and down I read. Yep, you're right. What can I say? No, Colloquy, we don't want to stay at home. We've had enough staying at home. We've been at home for the last 264 days. So, let's get the hell out of here and let's have some fun. Dave, Miami, report and ports. Well, I kind of figured that port, if it was a port, that's a good drink. Nice fortified wine. That'd be awesome. Ian says he hasn't been to Miami yet, only Fort Lauderdale. The Cruns are saying that it's good to be here, and we're glad to have you here. Dave is saying to you guys, g'day from Oz. And hang on, again, it's just jumped up. And Ian is saying, I guess if you're an alien flying towards Earth, it would depend on the angle of your spaceship. Yes, you're right. And Ron is saying, looking forward to meeting me, Alana and I. We're really looking forward to seeing you guys too. It's going to be an awesome time. Okay, Dave, to the Ubers. We sailed into Miami. He was that hammered. He thought his head was nailed gun to the mattress. Oh my goodness me. That's funny. Ian is saying, also went to Orlando for work about 10 years ago. Ron, won't you be disorientated being upside down? No, because what we've done, Ron, is we've actually been looking at the world through your eyes, which is totally for us, it's watching you drive on the wrong side of the road. And, all right, I won't go down that path. Ian is saying we will be coming down to Melbourne soon to meet our new granddaughter. I beg you. Yes, no, that's Ian. Ian, and we would be looking forward to spending a bit of time with you if you so decided. It would be awesome to meet up with you when you come down. Dave, he got breath tested to get into the taxi to the airport. They breath tested you to get into the taxi? Man, that's funny. That's really funny. Ron's having a giggle there. Okay, so whilst we've got a bit of time up our sleeves right now, I might just show you guys a little bit about the cruise that we're going on. And if you like what you see, well, then you would join us on it. So here we Oh boy, is that going to be a fun trip, let me tell you. So looking forward to it. The people that are coming in, the fun that we're going to be having. It's all going to be awesome. All right, let's go back into the chat now. Ian is having a bit of a giggle at Dave. Didn't think he drank. Laugh out loud. After all, you are a Rabbitohs supporter. Well, at least he picks a decent game. It's not that Aussie rules garbage game, you know. At least it's a decent game. Now, let me just have a look here because there we go. Dave is saying he looks like a sloth overdosed on Red Bull. What, right now on the Red Bull? Ron, are you going on a cruise? Yeah, you want to join us? Come on down. Ian, Dave to Ian, that's why I drink. You drink? No, I didn't think you drank that much. Dave, I thought you only drank to excess. Ian is saying to Dave, having a giggle. Okay. Let's see. Wow, the chat jumped again. Everybody's having a giggle at everybody. Ian says he doesn't drink much. Don't like hangovers. No, neither do I, buddy. I don't like the hangovers either. Dave, I like Dave's comment. He goes, "Keep drinking, mate. The hangovers don't arrive." Well, it depends on who the hangovers are coming from. Ron is saying big fun in 1 year, mate. It's going to be huge fun. Let me tell you, it's going to be really huge fun. Ian, my grandfather was one of the founding members on the Balmain Tigers Football Club. I have a soft spot for them. However, since they merged with Wests, I've lost a little bit of interest. I don't blame you. Look at the team. Let me see. Ron, where are we? Oh, there we go. Ron is saying he's never done that sort of cruise. New experience for me. Mate, come on board. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be an absolute boomer. We're going to have so much fun. Ian is saying to Dave, that's true. That's what everyone says. Stay drunk. No, but don't do that because then I've got to carry you back to your cabin and I can't do it. You know, I mean, I could do CPR. Wait a minute. Yeah, I could. One good breath in the mouth and then that would get you up and running. Ron is saying you're going to love your first Helping Hands recipient. He's awesome. Yeah, we know that. We're certainly looking forward to spending time with him. There's only one thing wrong with poor old Kenny, and that is Kenny's ability to actually taste test all the food in the buffet. That's going to be absolutely unbelievable. Dave is saying to Ron, mate, go for it. Heaven on a stick. And Ron is saying, yes, he's looking forward to it. Mate, we'll get on with it. Talk to Cindy Spiker. She's our TA our travel agent for the cruise. Have a chat with her, buddies, so we can get you right on board. Yes, Ron, Ken does love life, and it's awesome to see what's going to happen with this young man in the future. I think he's going to be a really pleasant surprise to everybody. I think he's going to make some differences in people's lives. So yes, awesome. So let's get that cruise happening. Let's get all the people on board, and let's just keep our eye on young Kenny, because I think he's going to have some amazing time. Okay, and speaking of Kenny, there's a video I'm going to share because this is Kenny's favorite video, and hopefully hopefully young Kenny is actually going to grace us with his presence tonight, so that he can actually see what's going on, and see his favorite song. So here we go, and here's his favorite song.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for cruising, making your dream a reality.
Awesome video, and we want to thank FatMat Adventures for actually putting that video together. That was absolutely awesome. Okay, so let's come back here. Dave was saying that hang on. I press a button and it jumps. Dave was saying Kenny is an example of how we should live our lives. And Ron says he got to meet Kenny up in Branson. Is that Missouri? And he was all smiles, having fun. Kenny's the only guy I know that has fun like that. So, you know. Lorraine, welcome aboard, Lorraine. Now, Lorraine, how come every time I play Kenny's song, that's when you actually come into the stream? Every time. It's almost like it's a wake-up call for you. Just kidding, just kidding. Everybody's saying good day to Lorraine, which is great to see. Lorraine saying good day to everybody, including Mum. Ron is saying, hang on a second. Again, this jumps. Let me go back. Stop jumping. Ron says, yeah, it's catchy. It is a catchy song. It's an awesome song. He's dancing in his chair. And Nick is saying that it is Kenny's favorite song. Well, that it is. Ron is saying, good job, Matt and wife of Matt. Absolutely. We Helping Hands for Cruising does definitely thank Matt so much for his efforts in putting that song together and that video. So we really appreciate that. Ian, sorry guys, have to go. Something has come up. Catch you later. Ian, thank you for popping in, buddy. Hope to see you on Saturday. I think you'll enjoy the show on Saturday. When you come on Saturday, you'll see what it's all about because I can't remember right now. Colico is saying g'day to jumps. Let me have a look. There we go. Back up. Colico is saying g'day to Lorraine. Lorraine is saying radar. So that's good. Who else is in there? Hang on a sec. Ron has. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Lorraine is saying that happy to announce that her daughter Rebecca will be joining on the cruise as well. Well, that's great to see Rebecca come on board. I'm really looking forward to that. Ron is dancing in his chair at 4:45 in the AM. Well, it's 8:45 in the PM. So, you know, on the one side it's one thing, on the other side it's something else. Kolakoi is saying wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. Yes, it's important. It's important. Let's stay safe. Dave, mate, have to head off. Have to adjust the grease nipple on the microwave. Fertilize the pot plants and spray paint the hills hoist. Catch you Saturday, buddy. Looking forward to it, Dave. Thanks for popping in, buddy. And love to that gorgeous wife of yours. Dave, she is prettier than you. Sorry, I had to just say that. Let's see. Colico is saying stay safe as always. Ron is saying, oh, well, I'll just pretend I'm on Melbourne time. Yeah, that's a good idea. Melbourne time is a good time. Let me see. Ron is saying, great to Lorraine. That's awesome. And Philip is saying, wait a minute, Philip. You worry me, mate, because your pot plants. Yeah, Philip, he has a pot plant as well. It's not the kind of pot plant I was thinking about. Ron is saying, so is your wife prettier than you? Absolutely. She's absolutely stunning, but then I could be accused of bias. And besides that, Mom's in the background listening, so if I say anything bad, I'm in trouble. All right, so getting stuff organized for the cruise. First things first, our worry right now is picking getting our flights organized, because right now there are no flights. So we know that flights will be going out of Sydney to LA as of April time via Qantas, but we're pretty sure that some of the other airlines will be flying in and out as well. So it's just a matter of waiting for those airlines to start flying, and so we will be then partaking as well. Ron wasn't asking me if Ilana was prettier than me, but you put it out in the chat in a question, so I answered your question. Philip, my plant is helping slow down global warming. How do you figure that, Philip? Ron is saying you sound appropriately proud of that, Philip. Yeah, well, that's my question. Oh dear, Mum, don't you say one bad word about my daughter-in-law. I'm in trouble already. I like this one. Hang on a sec. Let me just get into the right position. Okay. So Ron is saying that it wasn't a question, it was a statement. Oh boy. Yep. Okay, so it wasn't a question, it was a statement. So based on that, folks, I better not upset the boss because I'll be in diabolical trouble because I know that Mom will get her. Well, she'll only assist in giving me arsenic poisoning. No, Philip, it sucks up CO2 and gives you fresh O2. Okay. Wow. Okay, so Ron is feisty at 5 a.m. in the morning. Mate, I'd be feisty anytime. Anytime I could be feisty. All right, so we are getting closer to getting things organised. So getting flights organised. Travel insurance is the other thing that we're a bit concerned about at this particular point because with travel insurance, getting the right insurance that would protect us against, say, for example, we're in the US and unfortunately the tests are still there and we test positive. What do we do? So we are a little bit concerned about how things travel at that point. Lorraine is saying pack for pop-up rainstorms in Florida. Oh, Lorraine, Melbourne has those, so we're pretty well right with that. Yes. So getting organised for the cruise right now. This is something else we've got to do is, which you guys across the pond don't have to do. We've got to get the ESTA set up. So we're just waiting on Ilana's passport to arrive. She's had her passport renewed. So we're just waiting on that to arrive before we apply for the ESTA. Now, the ESTA, I believe, is a quick way of us actually being able to get a visa into the US. I think we need a visa. I don't know about whether you guys need a visa, but we do. So there we go. All happy stuff. Now, Lorraine, a question for you and young Becky. You guys, well, Ilana has limited me to a Ziploc bag for all my clothing. What are the two? How are the two of you going to share the suitcase? Ron says he doesn't need clothes for that. Does he, Lorraine? Yes, you do, I'm afraid. Because we'd be afraid to see what you look like without the clothes. Lorraine says Rebecca and her need their passports renewed and insurances. Yeah, well, that's something that I would suggest get done as early as possible. If you can get that done now, then you don't get the mad rush. Oh, well, we have the mad rush happening because people are suddenly realizing they can travel soon. So that's where our mad rush is going. But at the end of the day, folks, get your passports ready, get your travel insurance ready, get your baggage ready, get all the documentation you need to get upright. And if you're going to travel by air, please get there the day before. If you're driving, get there the day before, because if you get into Miami on the day of the cruise, you could stand on your way down. You have a flat tire, and it'll take you a little bit of time to get some help. It could actually keep you away from actually getting on the cruise ship. So my suggestion, hurry up and get there. Lorraine is saying we each have a check-on and carry-on as well. Well, you're lucky because you guys are going to travel individually, right? Separately, together, but you're traveling separately, which means that you can carry the same amount. But because we're traveling as a couple, we'll only be limited to 20 kilos each, and then we've got to come from the other side of the world. So, oh my God. Ron's saying, well, you're right about that, Sean. Thank you. I'm right about something for a change. Lorraine, let us know what hotel Kenny will be in. I will be. I need to find that out as well, because if I know what that is, then we'll get into the same. We will all be in the same hotel. So we're just waiting on Cindy to come back to us with the details of the hotel for the night before the cruise. Oh, you're getting 2 wheelchairs on as well? Wow, that's awesome. That's huge. All right, so that's an exciting time. I mean, look, folks, it's going to be an awesome time for us. It's definitely going to be a well-deserved holiday. We've been stuck down in lockdown for pretty much the best part of a year, on and off the best part of 2 years. So having the time to go out there and do whatever we need to do and have fun and just, you know, meet different people, shake them by the hand and give a hug to those that want the hug, you know, that's going to be absolutely awesome. We're so looking forward to the break. And it'll be the first time in a long while that I've actually seen my cousin and all his kids. So that's going to be really awesome. So yeah, I believe it's well deserved. And Ron, thank you very much. You agree with us, so we're looking forward to it. It's what can I say? You know, never been to the U.S., so it's going to be a good opportunity. And so it's going to be really exciting, as you say, Ron, as you say. So at the end of the day, it's a good opportunity. It's a great time to meet up with the people, the faces behind, actually see the body of the face. You know what I'm saying? Lorraine, packing for someone is a production, but we are used to it. Yep, I know the feeling. Nick knows the feeling because he's going to get ready for his big train trip. So you're off to work for the day. As soon as you clock out, you're done for quite a while. The people at the work are excited for having a vacation from me. Well, Nick, mate, you have a safe day today. Thank you for popping in. You have a safe day, and more to the point, please have a safe journey. We are so looking forward to your vlogs and so forth coming back. Anyway, folks, Ron says, g'day to Nick. He's going to spend some time with Nick in just a couple of weeks, so that'll be awesome. Folks, we are coming up to the top end of the hour. I'd like to thank you all for popping in, and we'd like to wish you all a very safe week. Folks, we're going to pop out and we shall catch up with you guys on Friday night, those of you that are the other side of the pond. Those of you that are this side of the pond, Saturday either at 1 o'clock. So look forward to catching up with you guys, and I'm going to say have an awesome day, and we shall catch you later. Take care. Bye. Have an awesome day.